Welcome to the post-show interview of show 1808. Today's guests were Jesse, Joyce, and Jono, Zalay. How's it going?
Hey.
All right.
How did you think the show went?
Pretty great.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
I felt like, Jono, do you feel like you didn't get to speak enough?
It's not like I didn't get to. It's just I was more chiming in on what Jesse would say.
Yeah, I felt like you were commentary for the Jesse DVD.
Yeah,
Right.
I do feel like I kind of...
But do you
I
feel bad
bulldozed.
about it?
I do.
Really?
That's why at one point, when you launched into asking me another question, I was
Right.
like, Jono has stories.
Do you know why you shouldn't?
Why I shouldn't what?
Why you shouldn't feel bad? You shouldn't feel bad because
He needs to take ownership of it?
Right before the show started, I said, "Who has stories?" Jesse had stories.
Well, Jesse does have
right.
better stories because he's further along in his
Right.
career. Like he works with Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. I've referenced him in a joke once.
Yeah,
Like,
but you know,
that's-
all his stories were personal. When we said who has stories, Jono was like, my brother's getting married. I was like, ooh, do you feel any way about it? He's like, I'm very happy for him. I don't know that we're going for a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah.
We're going for laughter, which might be mistaken
Right.
for warm and fuzzy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not so much. But it was really great. I actually, like everything, all the commentary was like the best commentary ever. I wanted to
Yeah.
save it and put you in a little box right there, you know? It was really great. Also, what I noticed in the middle, and I don't know if you saw me suddenly shift, Jesse, and look at you different. I have never noticed how much you talk like Greg Giraldo until today.
Huh.
Yeah, I feel like
I do. I've noticed it on occasion myself that I think that, that he did influence the way that I rant.
I was going to say, it was in the middle of your rant where I was like, whoa, Greg's here. It was really weird. Is that a weird thing to say? It was your best friend and he passed away, but...
No, I just think that we bitched about so much shit together that it kind of like...
Do you think his
infiltrated.
ghost is inside of you?
Do you really?
Scientifically.
Right. Do you hate Buzz Aldrin? If you're being honest.
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
What?
I didn't know. Maybe that was Greg's feelings. I don't know.
Also, I was keeping score of whatever the fuck I was keeping score during the show. And would anyone like to know their scores?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so in third place, even though there's four of us, because I wasn't keeping score about me, in third place is Keith.
What did I do?
I don't know.
It's what you didn't do.
And then Jesse Joyce in the same place.
We're tied for third? That doesn't even make
I
sense.
dominated so much.
You know, Jono, you were losing. At some point, I took away all your points.
Uh-oh.
But now suddenly you have 6. So you
Jono.
actually did win. And so now you really do only owe a third of the rent.
How the fuck did that kid say 6 things and he came in first and second?
Of course, you can listen to show 1808, but for now, we want to see what's inside these guys' minds. So if you could just,
Everyone's tied for last place, and here is your winner.
can you swipe that and tell me what you see in this ink blot?
Wait, it turned over. Is it supposed to be that?
You look at it however you want
You
to look
tell
at
Oh, you do?
us.
Oh,
Did it
okay.
turn over?
Immediately, I see Ninja Turtle. That's what I went with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one, though?
It's black and white. You can't, the Ninja Turtles all looked exactly the same except for the distinctive bandana feature.
And Jono.
I see a very shoddy robot.
Is it an evil robot?
Robots don't have feelings, so I'm gonna say the constructor wanted it to make it look evil.
I see.
But-
Would this robot use its waste for growing vegetables?
Well, it doesn't have organic waste. It's a robot, so it would use it would maybe take the oil and not deposit it into the drain to hurt other things if it had feelings, but it doesn't.
Do you guys want to know what it really is?
Yes.
Well, wait, if you looked at it from your perspective, like upside down, it looks like one of those ridiculous Japanese animated rabbit.
It looks like the
characters,
Donnie
you know?
Darko robot.
Okay.
Or
Like
rabbit,
it would
excuse
be,
me.
you know what I mean?
With
Like,
big square head.
you know how like the Japanese have some insane fetish for weird, adorable animated cartoon characters?
I would
Say
like-
you
make
hate
up for their.
Japanese.
I would
their
like to point out
work ethic and rape fetish.
that during this show 1808, Jesse Joyce kept telling us what an adult he is.
Yeah.
But his 2 references for this ink blot
Are very childish.
were children's story
Yeah.
shows.
No, I know. I don't. I guess. Yeah. I don't really feel like a grown up so much. I suppose. I'm trying. I feel like I should be more my age, so that's why I guess I resist the roommate thing. But I mean, I wouldn't, if I really was owning being a grown up, I wouldn't have a Jono, So obviously,
I've got to teach him how to be an adult. Is the problem?
One is not to call your friend a Jono.
Yeah, everyone should have a Jono.
I wouldn't have a Sazzle.
Well, thank you so much. Of course, you can get the entire episode at keithandthegirl.com. You could also find us on iTunes under the name Keith and the Girl.
KeithAndTheGirl.com.